Well, I'm not sure what just happened. You guys, something is just really messing up. So this is going to be the continuation of the introduction. So hopefully, let me go to my live and make sure that this one has ended. I'm going to go. So this is the new one, you guys. Let me view my channel and see what the heck is going on. I told you the spirit is strong, that shit is happening. All right. This is my continue. So this, you guys, I am now on for a second time. Did the other one end? It ended. Okay, so now we're on for a second time. And hopefully you all are back here with me. So I probably will keep that as an intro. And smash that like button as you come in again. Welcome back to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I abruptly got interrupted and electricity here just went off. And when that happens, it knocks you, boom, right offline. I told you, my candle wouldn't light either. So welcome on in. What I'm doing is I'm going through the cards that I have created for Summer Moon Wells tarot cards. And they're created this way because this is how I see the story of the missing got gone children. I see Summer not alone. I see her as a multiple summers. And she had an older sister. And this is what this represents. And then she had another summer. So the summer we know of was not the little girl. It wasn't the young little girl. I believe we knew of the older summer. We've seen several photos of her, but they have us to believe that it was the child. So when I have these cards created, the photos that talk to me that really tell the truth are not always the ones that are covered in blood and have deep fake and have elements and all that shit, right? It's not always that way. Many a times it's something just as simple as Don sitting with this summer. Because you see, this is Don, this is the Don, the younger Don. And this is an older summer. And this is how I see it. Summer represents to me all of the children. So my tarot cards are going to be of the older summer along with the baby summer and the little baby summer. I have ones that I made that represent someone that I feel is a queen bee. I feel that if this is what, very close to what the face looks like. And I'm going to make these into particular cards. And I feel as if a person like this creates the child to be completely covered. They're completely covered. They're covered in mesh. They're covered in leaves. They're covered up like this, like the vines grow on them. It grows on them and closes them up. So the tarot cards I'm going to be selling is an accumulation of Summer's story. See the little arm up there? There are bits and pieces, you guys, of human remains that tell the story. But the thing is, they're just trying to skim over this story about Sebastian that doesn't exist. Now, this is the one I'm not using because it's too close to Benny's face. I'm not going to be using this one, but I want you to just see something. There is a man involved. There's one eye here. There are cuts within these faces. I will not be using this one. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But this is how the story is told to me. And when I say that there's a little teeny baby behind the big babies and with the older children, in there is the summer we know. You see, the summer we know is already gone. The summer we know is within this capsulated thing. It's a capsulated thing. See? This is the little summer that's hiding. But it's being protected. So I am being told by the story that I'm being told and by the story that I know best. Many summers have already been taken and are gone and encapsulated within these things. These are all different summers. Look at the hands. Look at the fingers. They're already sacrificed. And this is the stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about it. There's a summer that what they do is they're surrounded by animals. Some are bald, but animals go with them. The fingers, the hands, the face, the fur. They're wrapped in all this stuff, you guys. They're wrapped. Within each card that I'm going to have in this deck, will be information on Summer, information on Candace. Candace was a pawn. Candace was used. Candace had babies. She had lots of babies. And there is information out there that somebody knows about. But what I see is they have a grip on her. They hold her down. These children hold them down. These are my card examples. These are summer moons. And these are heads on platters on the bottom. There's fingers, animals. These are sacrifices. And my cards are intense. Intense. They're intense because they hold information on Summer Moon Wells' story. These are made, you guys, these are created by spirit. They know that's what the fingers look like. So today's presentation I'm going to go over is not this. I'm giving you a small little look of really what's going on in all of these got gone, get gone kids. And that includes Sebastian. But they're making a mockery out of it. These are the children. This is the story and how I see it. This is the story that's being told to me. I will be at a particular location, downtown Nashville, that committed to me, and I'll let you guys know where and when. It will be very exciting. But this is the story of Summer Moon. This is the story of Candace. This is the story of all the summers. All of the summers. One eye gone. You see? This is created by spirit. This is what comes through. This is what comes through. And no one's talking about this girl. Nobody. There's queen bees. Kind of looks like Molly. Kind of looks like the guys that I show you. It kind of looks like a bunch of people. But there are queen bees. And then there is Don. And then there's Candace. The birthing of these sacrifices is where this all begins. And I see it. I see it. The heck is that? Mm-hmm. Is that from my phone? Where's my phone? No, it's weird. So, welcome to WCIA Network for the second time. And you could look forward to these being sold, these being placed within a storyboard. And the story is absolutely about sacrifice. It's about these children not going by themselves. They go in pairs. They're hidden within the trunks of trees. This is what came through. And this is how they're placed. Now, I don't know if this is true or false. This is just how I see it, you guys. This is just how I'm told about it. That's what comes through every time. This is what has come through for 3 years. And the animals behind these children are there. They're just animals. And Summer Moon Wells. All of the Summer Moon Wells cannot say anything. They're distorted. They can't speak. But they want justice. So on the back of these cards will be words that you guys could use in your own readings. But let me tell you something. These images were created within a push of a button, and they are dead on. Dead on. One day, someone's going to talk about it. They have to. They have to. So, that's going to bring me to today's presentation. Today's presentation is about deepfake and how the deepfake is created above the information that I see. And the information that I see is what I just showed you on the cards. Right? There's a group of people on YouTube that hold the story and show the story the same way. They have each other's images within their videos. Benny Keys, Ryan Upchurch, Faith, and this new guy, I don't know what his channel's called, but they all have the same information. I'm going to keep them pulled together. What is this? To show you how identical they really are. You would think that the pictures here were that guy Faith Davidson sitting in front of his flowered, whatever you call them, curtains in that yellow shirt. But it isn't. It isn't. It's this guy to the right who follows and talks about Benny Keys and Ryan, but they have the same information as if they're sitting in the same location. This is Faith Davidson from Benny Keys' video. He has many different faces in here, but what I want you to notice is how where he's sitting and what he's doing is identical to each and every one of the people I'm talking about. This here is Faith Davidson. This here is supposed to be Faith Davidson. This here is Faith Davidson and Benny. When you put any of the 1, 2, 3, 4 people I'm talking about together, you're going to see they're all in the same room. This here is the new dude. I'll show you who he is. The new guy. Look behind him. This is the guy that's friends with Benny, who said he had Summer in the basement. Each of these guys have all this same covering on their window. This is serious shit. This is serious information. Because this dude sitting here, this one sitting here is the same as you see to the left. And his videos have the same face, same location, and this is Faith Davidson. I am telling you, I feel it's the same. These are all the same people. All they're doing is using deep fakes. But there's a spot within this home that holds the information about sacrifice. And it's right in front of this particular curtain. This curtain matches. This is Faith Davidson's. It matches that guy's information. The other people that have shown this, Jody Sue Brown has the same one too. I'm going to go through bits and pieces of the story, and I'm going to show you photos from Faith, Ryan, Benny, and this other guy. Here is I see the room. So when I say see the room, I see that these children and the people that are being taken go in a room like this. The information that is given within this guy's video let me show you his video. Let me just see who this guy's name is. It shows, that's Faith Davidson, Benny. One second, guys. Oh, Kurt's Corner. Okay, Kurt's Corner. So Kurt's Corner, Kurt's Corner really sums up to me a lot of what these rooms look like. And the people that are doing this, now I'm not saying he's doing this, I'm saying they create these little boxes. He's saying that this is Hulk Hogan, whatever it is. But these little boxes are identical to what these little boxes look like in the creation of small little trophies, you see. There's no difference. This is what the trophies look like. They're the same kind of trophies. Let me turn this upside down. When you turn this upside down, these are dolls in a box. This is not Hulk Hogan in a box. These are trophies. I see trophies in a box. And this, to me, is exactly what Candace does with her little dolls. I don't see a difference between this and this because it's telling me the same story. These are little trophies. These are little trophies. These are little trophies. They go in a box. Summer Moon Wells. Let me show you something what's in the little corner. The smallest little corner. So a lot of this information that you see here with Candace's dolls, I got this information right in the beginning. This little doll, if Candace, if you were to be listening to me, I know that these little dolls here are your little dolls. Are your little dolls that represent all of your little summers. That doll is within the same parameters as the white metal that I keep showing. There is no difference. None. So, Candace, when I took a little, question going into today's presentation, I asked if you guys, people thought they thought you knew about this, and the answer is yes. Because these little teeny boxes is what this is all about. These are the little boxes that get placed within the earth for your resurrection. This is what it looks like right here. They're little boxes. And those are little boxes that I actually placed within all over these cards. They're in there. Show you. But they're like little trophies that are held by the queen bees. So they'd be right in the flower, in the hand, in the fingers. In the feathers. And the dog fur. Summer Moon Wells was within one of these boxes. There is no difference, Candace Bly. There's no difference. When you showed us day number one, your collection of dollies. You and Mama. You and Mama. This is representative of your daughter. Period. That's it. I'm not sure why this is hard to understand. This, my friends, is why they know what happened to Summer. It's right here. The people are in here. The box is in here. The Benny Keys looking guy is in here. It's all here. All here. And this photo is the original. It's the original, you guys. This kind of a thing has been shown throughout each and every case that I've covered here, including the Idaho 4. The Idaho 4 students were all shown in the similar box. And it was taken by, that video was the video that was shown by someone who was anonymous, allegedly. Allegedly. But this is Maddie from the Idaho 4. And these rooms look like what you're looking at the right. That's from Molly. Yes, the person that you see in the left is from the Idaho 4. What I'm showing you is the people that I'm talking about all have this information in their videos. I don't need to keep looking. Well, I do, like Ryan Finds Truth. You guys, all I see are sacrifices. All I see every time he shows the video, every time he goes to the creek, every time he goes to a bridge, every time I see sacrifice. I can't even really watch it any longer. Because his videos are sacrifice. That's what I see. That's not going to be what you all see. This here is very constant. There's that light above their heads because they're down under. That is the plexiglass. That's the plexiglass that you see here. Behind the plexiglass. Behind the plexiglass. These are pieces of plexiglass. Benny Keys shows it. They're within these plexi. The victim is behind the plexiglass. They're in the ground. And all of these creators show the same stuff. I think, you know, Benny said something, you know, there's certain words that stick out when I listen to creators. And when it sticks out to me, like it should go on my cards. Like one of the things he said is he would do anything but do something with plaster. Plaster, allegedly, is a massive part of the cleanup. It's a massive part of the mixing of whatever they're doing. Plaster is a very big part of the spreading of this. Very large part. Now, this has nothing to do with Ryan directly, but I'm just showing you when I look in certain pictures, it tells me, it talks to me. And Ryan happens to be probably really spiritual and probably wants people to pick up the story. I'm not saying that he's doing something wrong or right. It's not about him. What I'm saying is I think that he knows people could read him. That's a pretty big mouthful for me to say. But I think that Benny was the same way. Like, I feel like these people know that there's people like me that could really read them. And I think that they expect me to be doing it in a good way. So when I look at photos like this, I'm like, yeah, I hear you. There are rooms that there's many, many, many rooms that the victims go in. Many rooms, you guys. I'm holding my deck of cards right now. Many. And I just feel as if they're saying it. This guy here, there are rooms behind the doors of doors, right? And there are particular elements when they show it in their hands. I know that this is part of the Summer Moon Wells Got Gone children. And this guy happens to hold it in his hands throughout this one video. I'm going to bring it in closer, make it bigger. This here. This here is that number 5 thing that I've shown you before. The Wells kids hold this too. And that is not a telephone. This is this guy, the Chris guy, right? And Faith Davidson, who to me, these are just the same videos. When I say that he holds it here, this is Faith Davidson's. You would think that they're the same person, because they really, really, really have the same elements over and over and over. Look. You've seen this multiple times in Benny's videos. I mean, I know what this is. This is the walk underground. He walks in the same space as Benny does when he's walking outside and he's walking in his house. We need those thumbs up, you guys. Come on. There's more people in here. Thumbs up on your way in. But look what's in their mouths. These photos here are pretty much the same as here. Let me show you. They always have this similar thing in their mouth. Same thing. It's shown in their mouth. It's shown in many of the other creators' mouth. It's not their tongue. It's not their tongue. The victims have this in their mouth. Candace, Benny, that guy Chris, Summer Moon, the little babies. It's there, you guys. These little children that are victimized and they're victims have these things in their mouth. Like it's an element that is a staple element, like it has to be there. Show you closer. This is the babies. I mean, I'm not just saying, oh my God, he has something in his mouth. There's always something in these babies' mouths. And it's the same image. It's the same image. Just like this. The child that they're showing on the left is behind a plexiglass. And what's going on the right is some exchange of whatever that is. So this guy that shows this information, you could copy and paste Benny's face over this as well as Faith Davidson, and it would be the same video. Meaning I could intertwine any one of their faces like this, and it's the same video. These are two different people. Two different people. I believe they're the same person. And they're deep faked. They're deep faked. This person is a victim in the white room behind the plexiglass. Behind the plexiglass, you see. So When I say plexiglass and I say box, it looks like that, and it looks like this. These are the same circumstances. Same. It's just deep faked. The perpetrator's in there. So he shows the small little elements in his hand. The maroon, the green, the white, those are the boxes. He really shows a lot in this video. And now that this video matches the other creator's video, you have to kind of think twice about it. You have to think about, why is it that it matches? It's not accidental. It's not coincidental. No way. If the authorities ever want to get the real story and look beneath the deep fake and see a story that is so horrific, but yet will bring justice to these children just by acknowledging it. Acknowledge it. It's all in here. The circumstances that surround this is all about sacrifice. It's all about, do you understand that Faith Davidson said out loud that he had Summer in his basement and nobody talked about it? I don't even care if it was a prank. I don't care if someone made that shit up. He said it from his mouth. He said it. Prank or no prank, he said it. And this dude matches, as well as the Benny we know. These are all pieces that I've shown before of the machine. These are the pieces that match. Faith Davidson, I don't know who he is, but between Ryan Upchurch to the left, Faith Davidson, and this Chris guy, they all show those thin little things that come out of the eye. That's not from the camera. I've seen it enough times to know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking at. So many different faces of Benny. One of the faces of Benny was to the left. Benny was showing himself, Benny, on a camera phone. And all they showed was the number 5 box. He tried to show the deep fake, which was above it, on top of it. He was saying he was showing his ring. No. These two things match. Whoever is creating this information and putting it within these guys' video has a connection between all of these different YouTube creators. There's a connection. When they do deep fakes, it's covering up location of where these things are placed within the earth, motivation. It's covering up very important information that they need to get paid. And that is what's placed under the deep fake. So all I'm doing here is telling you the story to the best of my ability of how I see it. This stuff is hidden, right? It's hidden beneath the deep fake for a reason. All of the elements have stayed the same since June 16th, 2021. Plexiglass. Benny is behind plexiglass to the left, and Jody Sue Brown is as well. Jody Sue Brown is the deepfake. To find these entranceways and to receive and to destroy, it's saying, or descent, like send away. These closets are used, and I've said it before, but this guy shows closets like like something's behind another closet. Like he shows a room beneath a room of a room. It's a hidden doorway. And that's what I see here. These are hidden doorways within Faith Davidson's doors. This here is Faith Davidson's, and this here is Chris's. I see a familiar thing going on. They're doing and telling the same story. It's behind the doors. It's beneath the doors. See, it's beneath the doorway. So these are the same picture, but when you start to open the door, the story that's being told is a story that basically would look like this if you were the victim. This. And turn it. Okay. turned like this. And this looks like sacrifice to me. This is what they're looking for. They're looking for information like this so they could go bust it open. But yet they're not looking beneath the door of a door of a door. These are within doorways. A lot of these backyards and a lot of these locations look all the same, right? They look all the same. Like here's Faith is leaving his apartment. But there's no difference between these apartments and what's going on with the photos that I've kept. Because what's going on to the right just looks like, it looks like the same. That came from what's going on to the right, the guy who did a video at the Idaho 4. That has so many elements in it. Let me see. So many elements. Let me see if I have that in here. I know I have one of the glasses. There's a few precious ones in here that I just love. Of summer. Nope. Well, you look. You could see it. And whatever you are looking at is exactly what they showed in the Idaho 4. And the common thread is just never talked about. Because they're bombarding the airways with bullshit. It makes you look the other way. This here. Right here. It's all the same. All the same. I took a picture of this because I know that this is the machine in the basement. I know these are the machines. I've seen this one other time before, and that was in Don Wells's video of the carnival at the very last end where it shows the diver and it shows information just like this. Just like this. This is very important. You see, this is Faith's. And when he shows this, I think these are sacrifices. And there's the head. Kiely Rodni's videos tell us the story. Just like that. Come on. There we go. Looks very looks very much like it tells the same story, but it is a little hard for you guys. I see this is the cleanup crew. They're putting things in the white box. It's a white box like this that Tim Mullen had. This is the cleanup. We'll get away after the cleanup. Look at that. This was very important piece of the puzzle. Oh, wow. This looks just like looks like Benny. I see Benny in here. This looks just like the videos in the cards I just showed you guys. Let me see. Wait, page 48. Okay. Right here is where I see something. I see, oh, very interesting. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Right there. Right? Right there. Wow. I never saw that before. And when I see heads on platters, it's summer moon. I mean, it's what it is. See more indications of sacrifice that are going on here. The picture all the way to the upper right-hand corner is a significant photo right here. Right here. What you need to notice is when you look at these videos and you just whiz through them, pay attention to anything that gives a reflection and gives another image within the reflection. That's how deepfake is used. I know, because of how I've seen this for 3 years, that these rooms are within rooms of rooms. It's like that. Just like that. And this is summer. I wanted to bring in Gabby Petito and Kylie's mom. The videos of Kylie's mom, she just doesn't look like her mom in most of the videos. She looks like a young child. Actually, just younger than Kylie. And I was able to grab a photo of it. I'm like, she always looks so different. And clean up. This is clean up. In the woods, by the trees, by the branches. This is what I call cleanup. Over here to the right, the middle, the left, all of it. 53, let me see if I can pull this up. Here it comes. This one is the most important because you'll be able to relate to it. See how this here is cleanup of pure elements. Crazy, right? Crazy. This is at Summers Waterhole. And I've shown this before, but I'm showing this again because it's all coming from the same people. And this information, you guys, came from the beginning. It came from Candace. So I'm just showing you how it just keeps evolving. Why is it that no one is questioning her on it when she had all the first grouping of TikToks? Remember this TikTok? Right there. Oops, wait. Nope, not that. Copy. Oh, Jesus. There. I've shown this to you, and I showed it again tonight. See that bloody face? This is Candace's TikTok, you guys. She shows her daughter's complete story. Complete. Open this. Right here. Why is it that this isn't, this doesn't register with anybody? These are the bloody faces and the V's and everything that I've been showing pretty much all night. See? This is the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases. And it's dysfunctional. They're throwing shit at us so you don't go back and look and pay attention to this stuff. This is important stuff. Very important stuff. This here, I couldn't find it, but what she has on her face Candace has one of these on her face with her kids, and I could probably find it later. I just don't want to right now. Right here. Here we go. This right here. Boom. Come on. Right here. His face. And this is White Boy. White Boy has the same information as these guys. Exactly the same information. This here, man, all the way back in the beginning, I was trying to refine this image. It's the pot. There's a pot at the front stoop. And with that pot lies a book. Here, so what was it? The front stoop, along with those number 5 and an L. Don and a little girl. These are all victims that have been victimized. Oops. To me, they're the same people. These are two different videos, two different creators. See the gums? Faith and Benny. Very much intertwinable, these characters. Very much so. See the one to the right? His face. Whoop. This here is the Watts case. I brought this in because I want to show you how these blankets and whatever this is, the, I don't know, plaster, whatever this is within the Watts case. The heck? One second, you guys. Okay. They have the same stuff. Their videos, and I've shown this before, their videos have the same images that I'm showing here. I'd pay attention to a face like this. So what I want to show you here is how it's filmed. Notice what he's standing on. Notice what the bed frame looks like. And I don't know if he's supposed to be standing on a bed frame, but it changes, it moves, it gets bigger, it gets smaller. Like to me right here, it stopped. Let me blow it up. It stopped right on. Wait, what page is this? 75. I'm blowing this up a bit. This here tells me that there's a man and it's underground. This here tells me this. That this is underground. It's pretty clear to me, but it may not be clear to others. May not. I see it. Yeah. Pretty nuts. All the same. Within the frames, whatever shows up within these frames of a frame pretty much is urgent information. That's why yours is offline. Ooh, where'd that come from? Oh my God, you guys, I'm going to have to go off soon. This is where I get flighty. And when I start to get flighty, I feel it. I just sort of have to, yeah, it's weird. This is what happens. It's part of my life. These are the rooms. These rooms that we've been looking at. With all the doorways, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm like floaty. I don't like that feeling. When all of a sudden I see that something comes out, I'll show you something. I want you to listen to something is what I want. First, I'm going to show you this dude, Chris Corner, okay? Chris Corner. Okay. Yeah, just be careful of what you're looking at and who you're listening to. This dude also reminded me of a couple other people. And they all stem from Benny. All right, I'm going to show you which video I got this from. Okay. Here we go. So this is the other guy that I am taking a particular interest in, right? This guy. This guy. So how I get this information is it's between the frames. So let's say we just play him. You'll hear his voice.
Little Hulkster guy here that keeps it shape. See what I mean? It's a little dark in here, but dude, I'm so mad that this hat that I got, this is Hulk Rules from '88.
Okay, that sounds weird. I'm gonna show you the room and how I got this information. So here, look here. If you take a screenshot, this is the area that lifts up and down. And it just, let me take a couple photos. The flooring, so all that means is there's deep fake here. And it's always done in a mirror. It's always done, see the back? This area here comes and goes. Like there's certain things in here that are there and then they're not there within a split second. It's there. So this section, when he's in the mirror, gives me amazing information. So there's the phone. So he just walks through here. It's just like Benny. I mean, there's no difference between him and Benny to me. They have a lot of the same, almost as if they're walking in the same room. Whatever and wherever these victims are, they're underneath. You see these openings? They're under here. Like anytime these guys walk through these halls, the doors, if you notice, the doors and the openings are above them. They're not, they're in a very strange area. You've seen that before. So this guy, this is exactly what Benny's looks like all the time. So, and look at his corner picture. That's the corner picture is the one that matches that Faith Davidson down here. Here. See? Look at his neck. I'll take some screenshots and then I'll bring them up. So the deep fakes And then you have truth between these deep fakes. And they're in here. I'm just going to show you a little bit of this stuff. Very, very, very similar to Benny. See, it's these rooms. See that in between? See that room? Right here. This is a room, not a door, that is being shown beneath the deep fake. So these are multiple rooms that are in there. They show. And this is exactly what happens in Benny's videos. Oh, wow. Look at how it's just moving. See, it's in here. Right there. See how it changes frames? See how fake that looks like that? So this right here is the truth. That is hidden beneath the frame. That. And these are rooms, you guys. These are underground. In these videos, see, look behind him. That's called AI. It's called deep fake. It's like fake. So many of these videos, I'm going to be listening to speakers on this. I mean, it's a big business. These are big businesses that do fake shit. See, there's shit. Let me now show you what I just took a few snapshots of. See, these are what the rooms look like, you guys. I don't know. All right, let me show you what I took a couple screenshots of. Not a ton, but see, I'd love to get in these frames. All right, let's see what we got here. So let's open this up. So what I would do is I focus in on the V's and the stuff that's on the neck. See the light there, it's always does it. There's always a bright light by the neck, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how they do it. So I try to bring that down and then give exposure to the neck. See this? This is white. They play shit. Here. So this is the door that's above him. Now that can't happen. I don't care what's going on, but this door is above him. Right up here. And this is open space. So this is messed up. He's standing straight. What I'm telling you guys is can't happen. This is, unless he has a door on the ceiling of his house. Like, unless that door is on the ceiling, and it's not. This is an open space. So these rooms in which the children get taken, it's in a tunnel. See? See how messed up this is? Forget his face. This is in the middle of no man's land. No man's land. Taking that down. The saturation out. See? Nobody has a door above their head in the middle of the room. So somebody is this person who's putting it in there, you guys, knows what's happening to these children, including Sebastian. It's very easy to take screenshots of this stuff. This here and this here comes and goes. This here shows up and disappears throughout the whole video. This is all fucked up because this comes and goes throughout the video. Forget his fingers are all screwed up. That I don't care about. This is the stuff. Whoop. Oh, that's interesting. Take that away, you see the purple. See? And that opens and closes throughout the video, is what I'm trying to tell you. It changes shape. See, look. See? It changes shape. This is different. That's different. Nope, not this one. That is different than this. There's an opening on the ground. There's somebody in the opening. See on the ground here? This is coming from under the ground. It's coming from under the ground. Now, that's the one I've showed you. Well, that turned too complicated. I mean, I could give readings on it, but what I want to do is play a few things for you. One is this. I want you to hear how Candace, throughout her videos, contradicts information. And a lot of people, like I say, really never heard of this stuff because they bombarded the
So let's
airways.
walk over there. Show me.
They bombarded the airways so much. I want you to see how nobody within any of their videos could get the story straight. This one, I want you to hear how she talks about Summer in the bathing suit.
And I'll just follow you, okay? So I'll follow you on which direction. And
Everything's slow motion now.
I know. So which direction does Hunter go?
He went that way.
He went that way. Now, was he in a bathing suit?
No, I think he just had his shorts and his shirt on.
Okay, and Summer, was she in her bathing suit?
Yes.
And how did she get in her bathing suit?
I actually put her bathing suit on before we left home because it was really hot out that day.
Okay.
So,
Hear what she said? She actually put it on before they left home because it was very hot that day.
it was something small and then not so hot.
Okay.
Because I know how she gets too hot.
Okay.
That's the
And
whole thing.
what was the temperature that day? Give me an idea.
Probably in the 80s.
So is Tennessee warm?
Okay. Now, listen to this.
When we left, I think she had shorts on at first.
Okay.
Yeah, because she had shorts on because her mom put her bathing suit on her.
Okay. Where did she put her bathing suit on her? Do you know?
Inside.
In the house.
Yeah.
So she changed her in the house. Did she take the clothes with her?
Yeah.
So here, she was changed in the house. Right? They just don't keep anything the same. This one, where's the other recording? Don recording. This is Don. It's a few things just in case, these are older, you guys, and they're bits of information that most people don't have anymore. Come on, it's downloading. Her mother, and Summer.
Flowers by her grandma's trailer, which is about 20 feet from the house, real close to the house. And all of a sudden said, Mom, I want to go in the house. So she said, fine. And her brothers were in there watching YouTube. And so she watched her walk in the door and went in there. And then she went in there and her brother said that she just wanted to go downstairs and play with the toys. So she went downstairs and Mom come in and says, where's Summer? Well, she's downstairs playing with the toys. And she had that holler for her and there was no answer. So she went downstairs and she was nowhere to be found. She went out the basement door. The door was unlocked.
So here, again, the door was unlocked. And then there's another version that there was a couch by the door, and then the other version was the door was locked.
But she's never left there. She might be on the other side of the house. Because I went out there before and called for her. She come out from behind the house. Cause she just happens to be outside. She's an outside type of person, you know. But she was gone, buddy. And my wife called me and I said, hang up for me, call 911 right now. And I was at work and I called 911, threw all my tools that I could in the vehicle, and from Jonesboro, I come out, I made it out here before anybody, because I was freaking out.
So understand it's the little things that they say that you guys should pay attention to. He made it there before anybody did. And then another one, he says there were so many cops there when he got there, he couldn't even go up the driveway, so he had to go the back way behind the house. He made sure that that was said. Here, he got there before even the cops did.
And when I got home, I drove to the bar property, and I realized that all my neighbors and stuff were home in the woods looking for her, and I realized right then and there that she was not there. I knew right then and there that she was gone. I just, because she would never leave there on her own. Somebody had taken her out.
Everything they say is screwed up. Here's another one. This one is important. To me, this is the one that tells a lot of the truth. And when I listen to him speak, I feel as if he saw what happened to Summer. And he knows what happened to Summer because he feels it when he speaks at certain times. This particular video I'm about to play, he cries. It's really the only time he cries. He's very close. He saw something. I could tell you he saw something because he speaks as if he saw her. Okay? Start from the beginning.
If you wanted to. Still a little film of somebody's little girl is probably not too far-fetched. Do you think she's alive? Well, after all the dreams that I've had, two of them sent to me via Facebook, and the one that I had and the one that Candace had, I'm not sure. She's either in a really well-to-do place or it was her last thoughts. Because of the dreams. And I'm going to write those dreams down in writing and share them with everybody. Yeah. And what about when you said early on your thoughts? Walk me through what you were thinking early when you were seeing her in your mind in certain places. And even when I talked to you last time, you were talking about, maybe she's dead and buried. Where did that come from? Because the dream that I had, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I was at a construction site, but this was a commercial construction site. I haven't done commercial since I left Houston, but this had these real big steel studs in it, and the day was just, it was more beautiful than any day I've ever seen in my life. It was like perfect, and this building I am was beautiful, and I was working on it, and Summer was sitting on the floor playing with her dolls or something. And
okay, really listen to what he's saying. I'm going to back up a little bit. Listen to what he's saying.
Perfect. this building I was beautiful, and I was working on it. And Summer was sitting there on the floor playing with her dolls or something, and she was dressed beautifully. I've never seen her so more beautiful, and it just the dream was like heaven, I guess you could say. And I said, Summer, where were you? And she says, down the road, you know, and it was just like a perfect, beautiful dream, you know, that I can't explain. I haven't had no other dreams since whatsoever. And then Candace's dream was that they were fishing over the summer, and she caught a fish, and she was really super happy, and she reeled it in, she'd give it huggies and kisses, and let it go, and that was the end of her dream. And but yeah, and then had a woman in Florida contact me, said that she had a dream, and she said something about take care of Yucky, you know, and make sure Daddy take care of the dogs and stuff. And the woman was asking me, what does Yucky mean? And I said, that was her dog named Lucky. She couldn't say Lucky, so we called it Yucky. And that's how they got its name, and she couldn't pronounce it Lucky.
That's awesome. I had a dog named Lucky.
Yeah, wow. And then there was a woman in Canada had a dream that she was sitting there on a bench with her swing on a porch. She says, can I tell you a secret? She says, I miss my daddy. I used to stroke her hair. And tell her I love her. And I told her that's what I used to do all the time. And I never heard from her again after that. But, I mean, how would she know that? Someone says, can I tell you a secret, you know? But that's what makes me think that she could possibly be gone, you know? Some of her last thoughts. Because you know when you're in a bad situation, some of the thoughts you have before it's over, you know, or whatever, you know, like that. Might be something like that, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But nobody's had any dreams, and I haven't had no dreams. Candace had a dream today that people were out to kill her and were chasing her everywhere, but I said, well, that ain't too far fetched.
Yeah, help me understand, you know, where you're at right now internally in terms of just Don dealing with, you know, a lot of the moving parts and, you know, stuff like that.
I'm just really tore up. I loved her with all my heart. She loved me with all her heart. I couldn't believe somebody could love me like that and look up to me like that.
And why is that? Help me understand that.
I don't know why she loved me so much, because nobody else in this world ever loved me like that.
So, a lot of people I don't know have ever heard this stuff. When I sit and listen back to Don and Candace's voices, I see and hear that they're telling the truth, as if they know what happened to her and they saw it. Like, I feel as if he did stroke her hair before she was gone and taken away. I feel as if they watched her being taken away. I could see it as if they were there during sacrifice. You know? So, I think on that note, I'm going to call it a night. There's so many clips I have. But just even to play a few is wonderful for you guys to listen to and just remember summer and remember all that's going on, right? And they're not going to stop. I mean, they're going to keep talking and doing, but people are completely focused in a different direction and understand that that's for a reason. Videos like this, I play slowly and I watch. I watch what happens with the eye, and I see that something has been tampered with. Watch his finger with the eye. This will be my last video. When you play it slowly, it's being messed with. It's telling a story. It's always about this eyeball. Always, you guys. And they do something to these children's eye. They just do. It was during this video, which I found very disturbing, by the way. They went this way. These guys. But I believe that their left eye gets removed and they show it in between frames. They show it in between frames all the time. All the time. If you guys could stop and look and listen, that's not normal. Right there. This shows what they're doing to the children. It's in the videos, you guys. It's beneath the videos. Some videos you could see it clearer like this. All I'm doing is playing it slow. I'm just playing it slow. And this is what brings the children justice. Just by showing it. See, look. It's being pulled. It's in there. Right there. Let me see if it's this one is. So, I believe that too, Stephanie. I believe that this couple could be the biggest serial killers ever. I do. Ever. I think that there are so many victims that have crossed their paths, but I don't know if they're just being protected because this information is at the fingertips of the FBI I have shown them everything at the fingertips of TBI, and you have to be an asshole to not see that this is something's fucked up with this. This whole video was messed up. And then he shows a lot of information over and over and over in his videos. Every one of these. It's interesting. It's very interesting how this is on a phone like this. This is like how Summer's video was on a phone like this. There's Molly. It's so weird how Molly's just gone from YouTube. See all those in there? Plaster, 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 you guys. That's what I know. I feel as if, you know, where's the one? Where's this one video? And then I'll be done. This one. Where Candace, I swear to God, where is it? Where she, where is it? Recording. Where she says that she was in the car with her daughter, Summer, and her and Grandma. It's like she acknowledges somebody else besides, let me see if I have it here. I know I had it on Don Cries, bathing suit, changing, Don recording, not this, it's, one second, you guys, let me see. Recording. It's, I thought I had it here. Oh. No. It's when she says all these different people that she's with. I think that's how she did it. Like she says, daughter, let's see. Let me see if I could find it. File. Let me see if I could find it. Oh, I think my dog, I'm not going to do that shit. No, it's a good one, but I don't know. I'll probably, it's like not on here right now. I'll probably find it as soon as I like get off. Let's see if I move this shit over. The heck. Anyways, this is all for Summer Moon. This is little Summer Moon. This is her, and this is what it's all about, you guys. This is where she wound up, in the trees, in the leaves, in nature, and this is where she went. And they all know it, and they're not saying anything. So we're just going to keep telling the story. On that note, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to have to mark this 1 and 2. You guys, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back next couple days for sure. Thank you for all of your sweet, amazing words. Whoops. And yes, justice for the children. Justice for the children. Thank you all. God bless you all. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night, guys.